Alright guys, so here are the boxes they come in. You have the 2 batteries and the dock. What I really want to do is open these up, go through them, explain how they work and whatnot, give a little first impression on them. Then we're going to go and tattoo with them for a little while, come back, and I'm going to tell you how they perform. Alright, so we slide it open here. We have a manual. A little bit of foam, and here is the power supply. And right off the bat, I have to say that it was much smaller than I had even expected. I was pretty surprised. So we're gonna go pull that out, and here it is. Now I have to say, it's not too terribly large. It feels really nice in my hand. I like that it doesn't hang left or hang right like some other stuff that we've used. This is straight up and down. I think this is designed for a pen style machine for sure. But again, it can be used anywhere. So that's that. Also inside the box is a Type-C charger. So if you only bought 1 battery, it comes with the charger cable, so you can simply charge this up and only use 1 battery. So again, those are the 2 batteries. We'll open up the dock here. So I gotta say the packaging is quite nice in this. Everything's solid, nicely packed. Nothing's gonna get messed up in transit. At least it shouldn't, not like this. So again, we have our foam top, and here is our dock. Now I have to say this is pretty snazzy, quite nice. I could definitely see myself 2 batteries sitting on this on the toolbox, ready to go at all times. So there's the dock. Again, we can take those 2 batteries. There's a hole here in the middle to fit the RCA portion or any hookup that you get it with. And that slides right into there. And this does the same. Very nice, very slick. Feels nice. And if we dive into the bottom of this box a little further and we take off the foam, some more foam, in here we have another and a quite long Type-C charger. Plugs into the back here and we can plug that in. I'm going to take one of these off the dock real quick and we're going to go over it briefly. So you're going to hold this main button down for 3 seconds. It clicks on. Now here you can choose your voltage. And what I really like about this is there's no like every half voltage, like 6, 6.5, 7, or 6, 6.3, 6.6, whatever. It's no increments. It is literally increments of 0.1. So when you want to fine tune this puppy, you absolutely can. And I also like that you have this little bar right here letting you know how much battery you have. And it's visible at all times right there, letting you know how charged your battery is. Critical says you can run these for up to 10 hours without having to change it, but I believe that depends on the voltage you're running. I imagine that if you run right around 6, 7 volts, you probably pump 10 hours out of it. I won't know until I try it, and we're gonna find out soon. Let's try this out on a couple machines. Let's throw a needle in a machine. Let's get a sound of how this feels. So I'm gonna start off with what I use most of the time, and I actually do have a soft spot for this machine. So we're gonna take our CNC Q2, click it in there. It has a real solid click. I like that a lot. Push, you gotta apply a little pressure, you get a nice click. It's in there well. Also, I'm gonna be taking a Cheyenne 9-round liner and I'm gonna load that in there and so we can see how it sounds, how it feels. Right now, I will say, this feels really freaking nice. I know that it might look bigger than it is in camera. It might look like it feels very uncomfortable, but on this machine, I really like it. It feels, the size feels right. So all you're gonna do is once power supply is on there, click it once, and your machine is running. Click it again, and the machine stops. Now again, that's just a pause. So if you're working, going to town, stop for a break or something, click the button, you can let it set, or you wanna stop and do something, come back, click the button again, and you're right back to working. Now, if you wanted to turn it off, you would hold it down for 3 seconds. It'll beep and shut off. And there you have it. It has a suggested voltage range from 4 to 13 volts. So you can take this power supply down to 4 volts and all the way up to 13, and you're not gonna have any problems. So that's it in the CNC Q2. It's a nice short little pen style machine, but let me put it on something a little more full size and I'll explain a few more things then. So here it is on the Cheyenne Hawk pen. Now, Cheyenne has a special hookup, right? I converted mine to RCA, so this easily clicks on there. What Critical did though is they made a power supply with a 3.5 millimeter connection so that you can order these for a Cheyenne machine. So again, instead of having an RCA connection, you have a 3.5 millimeter connection, so you don't have to do a crazy conversion and void stuff if you want to use wireless for a machine like Cheyenne that doesn't offer a wireless option, or at least there aren't very many options out there. And it runs quite nicely. It's here, run on here. It purrs away, that's at 7.7 volts. We can crank it up and crank it down, you know how it goes. Now again, it looks quite large on the back of this. I assure you, it's not that bad. You get a little bit of a back weight here, but it's nothing out of the norm. It's nothing crazy, it's nothing, none of it. It feels quite comfortable. So we're also gonna try that out on the CNC that we checked out the other day, and also purring right away. Again, comfort level's about the same as it is on the Cheyenne. You don't get any serious heavy weight feeling in the back. If you had a clip cord hanging off the back, it's gonna be about the same. Only thing nice when you're going with this wireless stuff is there are no ties. You're not tied down anywhere. I've been going with wireless ever since I found these cheap power packs back, a year ago or so, and I have no, I don't want to go back. I love the freedom of having a wireless power supply. And now I have that ability to go wireless and feel like I'm not gonna potentially hurt my machines in any way. We're gonna load these up, do some tattooing, and then come back here and talk about it. All right, so it was quite nice to use these. It is such a pleasure because the balance is nice, the weight is light, and the way they're designed to be straight with, in my case, a pen style rotary tattoo machine, it works out really nice. We did several tattoos with these power supplies, but I wanted to push it a little further, so we took it through a longer tattoo. I tattooed with these for about 6-7 hours, straight through. Few breaks here and there, but nonetheless solid, and there was at 50%. So with that being said, I'm pretty sure you could probably have kept tattooing. I could have kept tattooing, but nonetheless, one battery, 6-7 hours, no problems, 50% life. I was running the machine around 8 volts like I usually do, and had no problems the whole time. Multiple different needles. And what I have actually come to really love is this dock right here. At first, when I was opening these up, I thought, okay, well, if somebody just wants to get one, they can, and you still can. But there is something special about having the dock. When you're done and everything's cleaned up, you just pop them on there and you're done. They're gonna charge. As long as they're on here, they're charging. I mean, I have many a times where I thought I plugged in the batteries and come down later and find that they weren't plugged in. No big deal, multiple batteries, but here, if they're on the dock stays plugged in, you're good. So that rubber grip at the bottom is really nice. It keeps it from sliding around too much. As you can see, most things still gonna move, but it's a lot harder. And underneath that rubber must be some seriously tough magnets, because this thing can magnetize anything, upside down, any way you want it. Really, really nice. But for me, keeping this plugged in on the desk, charged at all times, nothing wrong with that. Again, good feeling. Is it worth the cost? I think so. These are gonna carry through many machines to come, and I think they're gonna be sitting on my desk for years to come. So again, investment, yes. Everything we do, we're investing in ourselves. When we get new stencil machines, power supplies, all this stuff, we're investing in ourselves. It's just another investment in ourselves. And I just want to say thank you to KingPin for sending these out to me to check out, to review, to play with, and really just to have on my desk for a while as well. So thank you. So if you're really into wireless power supplies like I am, and you're tired of the wire and you just don't want to go back, but you want a solid power supply, definitely take a look at the Critical wireless power supplies. They're amazing. I really enjoyed using them, so thank you. If you have any questions about it, please let me know. I'd be happy to help you out. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell to get notifications when we post or when we go live. And again, guys, I really appreciate you watching this. I really appreciate your time. Until next time, guys. Peace.